May as well do a bit of podcasting. I'm standing in Las Vegas in the Arts District right now. I accepted into a comedy festival and I flew in apparently 3 days early, and now thinking maybe I overshot it just a bit. And I thought I would walk from the hotel to the Arts District, which was on paper a 20-minute walk. In reality, it's not that big of a walk. It's not that big of a deal. However, it is 90 degrees outside, and I have not eaten much. So a 20-minute walk through the desert is still the desert. I made it to the Arts District. It's very nice, quaint little kind of, like a block of these shops and galleries and what have you. What I like about it is that it's an attempt by everyone in the community to go, let's let's put some culture here. Let's put some art here. It's not all gambling. It's not all gambling. That said, there are casinos on all sides. There are giant high-rise casino buildings, monolithic structures reaching up to the god of capitalism, and in the middle, the Arts District. We're trying to do more here. We're not trying to judge, but we're here too. You want to see a painting? We're trying to search for a deeper meaning of self. No, you can't gamble here. This is an art gallery. No, that's not a slot machine. That's a painting. No, don't try to. No, the numbers aren't going to change if you push the button on the wall. That's not a button on the wall. That's another painting that you just ruined. Okay, great. Arts District. I'm noticing I'm walking by this building that is adorned in a very Roman style. Like there's columns, and there's columns, and it's very Romanesque, and it's law offices. And across the street, there's another law office that's not Romanesque. And I wonder if there's like the law office across from the Romanesque law office is kind of a plain law office. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's just, it looks like they took over a building that was already there, whereas the Romanesque law office looks like they might have actually built it specifically for the express purpose of having a law office. And I wonder if there's a rivalry between the two. Sorry, actually, there's three. There's a third law office. There's like a cluster. I just walked through a cluster of law offices. So there's the Arts District and the Lawyer District. There must be a rivalry. There must be. Every Monday, they look out the window across the street and they're going, I wonder what their closing argument's going to be. If only we had their funds. If only we had their funds. But there's a bunch of bicyclists who are about to cross the street. Got to wait for these bicyclists to pass. Okay, one of them is on a skateboard, which, got to give that. They are bicycling in 90-degree heat. These people are, one of them is vlogging while they're doing it, of course. It wouldn't be 2022 without that. And they're doing it like it's nothing. That guy's popping a wheelie. They're doing it like it's fine. Man. I am not in shape, my friends. One of those guys had like a really long bike. It looked like something uncomfortable. Different kind of uncomfortable as opposed to the normal bikes. I'm now headed back to the hotel. I was hoping, I don't know what I was looking for. I'm trying to be healthy. So as I'm walking by, I see a Starbucks and I go, oh, thank God. It doesn't matter where you go in the universe. Every Starbucks has the same thing, the same prepackaged meals. So I got my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which is great, which is phenomenal. But I'm still starving. Now the challenge is going to be how to eat healthy without it's not even a challenge. I could get an Uber, go to a grocery store, get what I need, but there's no refrigerator. Oh, and I so want to pig out. I so want to go off my diet, but I can't. It's not I'm not doing this because I want to lose weight. It's for health reasons. So now I got to figure out how to do this. Just go into a restaurant and go, hey, can I just go back to your kitchen and just go to the fruits and vegetables? Can I just turn your kitchen into a supermarket? I'm going to take what I need and then check out. Can we do that? Currently drinking this Liquid Death Mango Chainsaw, naturally flavored sparkling water. Why did I choose it? Because that's what Mark Maron advertises on his podcast. That's why. Marketing and capitalism, my friends. It is what keeps the world moving. Ten seconds after the apocalypse, the last remnants of humanity emerges from the smoldering embers of our once great and magnificent civilization. The first thing survivor number one is going to say to survivor number two is, I bet the real estate now is so affordable on the coasts. We need to act now. There's a bumper in the road. Ominous. Not sure what happened there. It's oddly. Oh, this is the other irony too. I'm staying a block away from Wedding Chapel Row, and there's a billion different wedding chapels down this street. Which the irony of me of all people. Surrounded by love? Question mark. There is the Mob Museum. I could go see that. The Mob Museum. Not in the Arts District, by the way. And listen, that's not to say that there aren't mobsters out there who are not great artists. Let's not devolve into a series of cliches. That's really not. I don't want to get killed. Please, don't throw me in the desert. What am I saying? I'm already in the desert. No, I'm sitting here complaining to myself about the climate. I came in from Burbank. Burbank is also a desert. Burbank has also been 90 degrees. I have gone from one desert to another desert. Why am I complaining? What's wrong with me? It feels exactly the same that it feels in Burbank. Nothing has changed. Except it's now legal to gamble. I think I need some protein. I want a chicken breast. Where can I get a chicken breast? All right, now I got to figure out how to get back. It's a pretty straight line. I just need to make a right at the Golden Nugget. I never thought I'd say that out loud. Make a right at the Golden Nugget. Phenomenal. I forgot I was podcasting. I totally forgot I was podcasting. That's how loopy I am when it comes to traveling. I need to cut that out. Am I going to cut that out, or is it just going to be a pure minute, 30 seconds of nothing? I'm so sorry about that. I totally spaced it. Well, we're getting used to each other, you know? You and I don't know who you are, but it's like we're companions. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. I genuinely, I did not plan at all. I totally did not plan. Yeah, you got to do something. What am I going to go do? I don't want to do anything. I want to get up somewhere, but I don't know if there's any. I guess I could look up open mics. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I can find something. I'll tell you, the first thing I got to get something to eat. This is, I mean, I had my little Starbucks snack, and that's just kind of blown right through me at this point. All right, so there's the Golden Nugget. We're coming up on the Golden Nugget. I got to make a right. Okay, there's this smell here. I think it's, I think it's just cigarette smoke. I think I'm so used to living in California where there's no smoking anywhere. It's verboten. It's a crime against humanity. But now, I think I think all the people from California must come here to smoke. An island of tobacco smoke in the desert. Because I feel like I smell it everywhere. I'm staring at the D. I don't know what that's short for. The Delight. Wouldn't it be great if it was bought by a guy named Daryl? And he said, I want to call it the Daryl. And the board was like, let's call it the D. What's wrong with Daryl? There's nothing wrong with Daryl, okay? It's a lovely name. It's just Daryl is not the first thing you think of when you think of sexy Vegas, gambling. You don't think of Daryl. Daryl's like, I bought a hotel specifically so I could name it after myself. Why else would I buy a hotel? And he was eventually forced out. The problem is they'd already started the marketing. So they'd already worked on the signage and they already ordered the D. And they're like, we'll call it the D. And it'll be a mystery. And maybe someday a little Jewish man who did not plan his trip well will podcast on why that might be called the D. Also feel like, and it might just be me projecting this, just I feel like this enormous amount of anxiety and fear as I walk by everybody. Maybe I am projecting this. That's possible. You know, I thought I was going to blow through this liquid death, and it's carbonated, and I'm struggling with the carbonation. I'm struggling with the carbonation. Man, am I a tough guy? All right, here's the golden nugget. Got to make a right. The advantage of staying in the D is that there's a giant D on the side of it, so it's easy to find. I think because it's so easy to find, it's a giant monolithic structure. It's almost, I almost feel like if Sauron from Lord of the Rings came to Vegas, he would say, no, I need a place to put my eye. He would look at the D as a potential. There are probably taller buildings, but when Sauron has to travel, I would assume when he was in his eye form and they'd have to lug the giant eye places, he would only want a high place to stay. 20 stories or more. That's his rule. When Sauron is traveling. There's some places he just won't go because there's no high buildings. Like if he was going to Burbank, he'd have to stay at what was the Holiday Inn. That could be the only place. That's the first question they have to call when they're calling on behalf of Sauron. They're saying, how many stories is the building? 19? Ah, you're kidding me. You're killing me. You know any hotels that are 20 or more? 19. Maybe he won't notice. How much would it cost for us to add another floor? And could we do it in 2 weeks? Because that's when he wants to fly out. All right, I'm walking towards, I don't know what this is, a mall area, an outdoor mall area. Oh, there's some theaters. Maybe I have found a way in. I'm not sure. Could I just fly back to Burbank and do an open mic? Wouldn't that be hilarious? I think these are more casinos. This is so not my crowd. And the thing is, I don't feel like I belong in the arts district either. I don't belong anywhere. It's getting loud now. Why do they blast the music? I do not know why they blast the music. All right, I got to take a brief pause. Okay, I had to take a second because they love just blasting the music in this city wherever possible. They blast music. I guess that's a way of letting you know that they're open. Hey, how'd you know the restaurant was open? Oh, it blew out my eardrums. My eardrums got blown out, and I knew there was a new place that was open. So as I'm riding up the escalator, it says sports betting done the way it should be. Sports betting done the way it should be. I was not aware that there was a wrong way to do sports betting. I was not, because I don't know. I always thought sports betting was a situation where I walk into a room and I make a bet and then they just punch me in the face for 10 consecutive minutes. You're saying that when they do sports betting the way it should be, there's no punching in the face? You're right. It is sports betting the way it should be. I've been doing it wrong this whole time. I'm in the hotel room right now, opening the door, and there is no Bible in the drawer. Oh, there is, however, a safe. It makes sense that there wouldn't be a Bible. I mean, I don't want to, play on the cliche of Vegas, but I think the whole point of Vegas is to come and leave the Bible behind, perhaps. I'm going to take off my pants. Oh, I wonder if they have room service. Oh, now, the highlight of the whole trip, I've been sleeping on the floor for the better part of 5 years. And I'm now in a bed that actually has a mattress. And turns out this might be the greatest vacation ever for my back. But I was walking down this strip, the Fremont strip or something, and they have zip lining that you can do right over the strip. I can understand zip lining in a rainforest because you're seeing an aerial view of the rainforest. But this, you're seeing an aerial view of a Tony Roma's ribs joint at a Walgreens. But from a different perspective, from the perspective of the gods. From the perspective of the gods. Okay. I'm trying not to be mean about this. Vegas is not for me. I'm not for Vegas. This feels like I got so overwhelmed with all the stimulus, the external stimulus, including a naked woman, basically. Except pasties and maybe a miniskirt, totally naked, standing on the corner. Can't remember what she was selling. Too busy looking at the nakedness. But I had to go. I'm retreating in my hotel. I'm retreating because I just want a gourmet roasted turkey or a gourmet roasted chicken, and I'm sensing that I'm not going to get it at a restaurant that is called the Heart Attack Cafe. Um, what's the low cholesterol Vegas? I think that's Venice Beach, California. Would be the low cholesterol Vegas. Okay, well, this has been fun. I may have to keep adding to this. That's enough for now. 23 minutes. That's good enough for now.